For a third straight year, we find ourselves in Kansas City, looking to crown a Big 12 soccer champion. The Red Raiders of Texas Tech are led by a senior class highlighted by the two-time Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year in Janine Becky. Not to be outdone, the opposing Jayhawks led by senior Liana Salazar, the Colombian, already a World Cup under her belt. Coming up next on FS1, the Big 12 Soccer Championship. Salazar tries to work through the double team. That's a foul, and it's in the box. Penalty coming up for Liana Salazar. Denied. We are still even. 0-0 here in Kansas City. Keep an option. They find her. Looking for her second goal in Kansas City. Dobbins gets the right paw on it. Frame open. Red Raiders have the difference maker. Dobbins asked to do a bit too much.
That's what happens when you make these opportunities fly by, is on the opposite end against the run of play. Tech pressures, lays the ball back around the 6, and all Puente has to do is just redirect it into the far post. So nice play there by Duke, and just left-footed, looking for the far post, and there's the reward. So sometimes don't play your best game.
The celebration's begun in Kansas City. Janine Becky in this senior class, for the first time in program history, capture the Big 12 title.
The team has a ton of faith running through this locker room. Faith in each other, faith in the man upstairs, faith in the system. They just believe. They believe in why they all came together for this mission. And I think anytime we got down this year, and we felt like we were down today at half because Kansas played so well, that we just have been able to regroup at halftime. And we just have a lot of believers. We switched formations at the half, got them settled, got into them a little bit because I didn't think we were really playing that hard, and they just turned it around. And if this is the first time we've done something like that, I would be surprised. But quite frankly, we've been doing that all season, so couldn't be happier for them.
There's been a lot of focus on the stars. You mentioned Liana Salazar, Janine Becky, but Becky had talked about how the youth has actually carried you this season. Talk about how the youth was a factor today, especially with Puente on that side.
It's just so fun to see these freshmen become, veterans in one season. And early on, they were a bit starstruck by the top players we have and who we were playing, but by the end of the season, these young guys came to play. And, we opened the tournament with a senior passing to a senior to win it, and we win the final with a freshman passing to a freshman to win it. So, yes, some of the passing of the torch has to happen, and I'm sure glad we got to win a Big 12 trophy in the process.
So what does it mean bringing back this trophy to campus there in Lubbock?
8 years ago, when I got the job here, Gerald Myers said, "We want you to bring a Big 12 soccer trophy back to Lubbock." And Texas Tech, they love their sports, and they love their teams. And then Kirby Hoka got the job, and he said, "Okay, Tom, when are you going to win a Big 12 championship?" So from Gerald to Kirby to Judy and all of our bosses, and, to be honest, we've got a lot of players that are watching this around the country, from Connor Williams and Haley Hagsma and all of our former captains, Jaylene Hinkle. I mean, they were going nuts all week. It means so much to the veterans, to these girls who've won it here, and to everyone that went before us, the Casey McCalls of the world, who could have been anywhere in the country, but they helped us build a foundation that ultimately today led to the championship. But for these young ladies, they'll have their name forever etched in the trophy back home. They will be a Big 12 champion forever, and so they get all the credit in the world, and I could not be happier for them.